세계인이 참여하여 인권으로 소통하고 인권으로 발신하는 세계적인 인권 선도 도시로 거듭나고 있습니다.
활동 보조인 활동을 통해서 지역사회 많은 장애인들이 사회에 나오는 것을 볼 수 있었습니다. 그런데 아직까지는 장애인들을 위한 편의시설이 많이 부족함이 있습니다. 그래서 시민들의 많은 관심과 배려가 필요합니다.
저희들은 더불어서 함께 가는 사회를 만들기 위해서 지금 봉사를 하고 있습니다.
할머니들의 명예를 회복시키는 일이 잘못된 역사를 바로잡는 것이라고 생각되어 참여하게 되었습니다.
이름 없이 쓰러져간 민중들. 그들이 없었다면 지금의 민주주의와 인권은 아마도 없었을 것입니다. 당신의 작은 실천이 민주 인권 평화 도시의 시작입니다.
Thanks for listening. Good morning. Bonjour and bonsoir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to be here with you today. I'm Kyungryul LEE, Director of the Human Rights Office in Gwangju, City of Republic of Korea. First of all, I pay my respect to UCLG leaders and members, including Mayor of Sangdong, Didier Bellard, who is hosting the first World Summit of Local Government for the Right to the City, to prepare a city development plan based on human rights with a typical city from all over the world. And I'm very pleased to introduce Gwangju City at this precious plenary session. Historically, Gwangju has long been renowned as a city of culture, art, high-tech industry, democracy, and human rights. In the cultural sector, Gwangju is the home of Korea's representative food taste, such as, kimchi. Kimchi, which have been handed down across the generations, and hold the Gwangju Biennale, which have global reputations every other year since 1995. You are also constructing the Asia Culture Complex as a national enterprise to produce and exchange Asia culture. In the industry sector, there are world-famous enterprises such as Kia Motors, Samsung Electronics, and over 360 companies are working after constructing Korea's main optical electronics industry cluster. In the democracy and the human rights of respect, Gwangju is a city which has been leading to fight for human rights and democracy since every crucial moment in history. Especially, the May 18th democratic uprising has been contributing greatly to influence the development of democracy in the Republic of Korea and the Asia countries. The archives of Gwangju's May 18th democratic uprising were inscribed in the UNESCO Memory of the World Register on May 25, 2011. The fifth Gwangju government is elected by popular vote and launched in 2010. The priority policies of the city of Gwangju are to inherit the democratic human rights spirit and build the human rights city for developing human rights of citizens. We revised the basic human rights ordinance completely in January 2012 and enacted the Gwangju Human Rights Charter on May 2012 based on various opinions we collected through organized civil committee. Gwangju has developed just a moment, I'm sorry. The Gwangju Human Rights Charter has been declared so that all the people who live in this city have the right to enjoy their free life and live like a human being without discrimination for any reason such as race, gender, age, religion, handicap, nationality, region of origin, economic status, or social class. We dispute these materials after session, this Gwangju Human Rights Charter and the Human Rights Indicator. Gwangju has developed the 100 Human Rights Indicator for local implementation issues on May 2012 based on the Gwangju Human Rights Charter to develop the human rights concretely and flourish the value of that in the lives of the citizens. Moreover, we are going to implement the Human Rights Ombudsman system, which is a neutral organization within the first half of next year. It will be working as an actual process to investigate the case of encroachment on human rights and remedy it in the future. The city of Gwangju has been building networks of international cooperation and exchange to globalize the democracy and the human rights spirit, which are regional identity. So, Gwangju has been giving activities and organization Gwangju Prize for Human Rights since 2000. We also has been running the Asia Human Rights School, which was established in 2004. Gwangju hosted the Summit for Nobel Peace Laureates in 2006, the World Women's Peace Forum in 2007, and the Gwangju International Peace Forum in 2009. The World Human Rights Cities Forum has been hosting annually in May in Gwangju since 2011 with the human rights activists and representatives around the world. The forum adopted the Human Rights City Declaration, which promised to do joint efforts among cities to realize the human rights city from bottom in 2011. In 2012 forum, we have shared experience of the institutional mechanisms for the protection and the promotion of human rights of the citizens, and have pleased to promote human rights vision of the city through developing a human rights city principles and implementing guidelines. The 2013 World Human Rights Cities Forum will be held from May 15 to May 18, 2013 for 4 days with 500 representatives from human rights, cities, and organizations. And